You are listening to One Happy Podcast, episode 98-C. Bon dia and welcome to One Happy Podcast, the officially unofficial podcast of the island of Aruba. As always, I'm your host, Curtis Robinson, a.k.a. Aruba Kurt, and I'm being joined today by...
Maggie.
Maggie is here. We're on Arashi Beach right now enjoying the sunset, well, what will be the sunset soon, and catching you guys up on how our trip has been going. Now, the first episode we did together, and that was Arrival Day. The second episode, which has not been posted yet, is just me, and I'm talking about day 2, which was Monday, all the way up through about sunset on Tuesday. So where we left off, we were getting ready to go to the One Happy Podcast 3rd anniversary party over at Legends. I hope this wind isn't too distracting to you guys. I mean, I like the idea that we're out here, you know, on the beach and doing it. But man, the wind is really whipping up today, so I will see what I can do to lessen that in post-production. But today we're going to talk about, you know, the party at Legends, the One Happy Podcast party, and, you know, what has happened since then. So that was Tuesday. We're going to talk about Tuesday, Wednesday, and today is Thursday. So we're going to take it all the way up to sunset on Thursday. So, Maggie, you ready?
I'm here. I'm ready.
Okay, so the last thing we talked about was getting ready to go out to the party.
Mm-hmm.
So we arrived just shortly before 7. One of the advantages to staying where we do stay is that we were able to leave our house at, 6:48?
And get there at 6:49.
At 6:49, that's right. So, I mean, you can't beat that. It turns chronic lateness into being a little bit early. Location. And the party was great.
Yeah, we had a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people turned out.
Yes. How many people would you say? I mean, if you were to guess, I know you didn't count.
At least 70, closer to 100.
Yeah, throughout the night. I mean, some people just popped in for a little bit. Some people stayed for the duration. And I want to thank everybody for coming out. It was awesome. It exceeded my expectations. I really had no idea how many people were going to actually show up, but it really did exceed all my expectations.
Yeah,
so
everybody there was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. Got to meet a lot of new people. It was really fun.
Yeah, had a great time. We stayed there till what time would you say? About midnight?
Was it that late?
No?
About 11.
11? Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, we were there for a while. 4 hours is still a long time.
Yep.
Yeah. And afterwards, I mean, we just pretty much zonked out when we got back.
Yeah, with the help of a couple picklebacks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're throwing those back. You do like those drinks. I'm just okay with them.
No? Yeah.
I mean, they're okay.
Yeah. Well,
They're a novelty.
yeah, I think they are a novelty.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't ever drink them any other time, so I go there and that's why I
Toss
have
them back. Yep.
Yep.
I understand. It's when you're on vacation. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Do what you feel like doing. You earned it. So on Wednesday, we woke up, relatively early, and we needed to get breakfast. So we decided to head on down to Don Pastecchi's, which is a favorite of ours.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get your fruit at Eduardo's, gotta head to Don Pastecchi for breakfast.
Yeah, which is funny because they're probably complete opposite ends of the spectrum. Eduardo's is like super healthy for the most part, and Don Pastecchi's is like just carbs.
Super yummy.
Yeah, they're both fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your favorite pastecchi place?
So far, what I've had on the island.
Yeah, they do make a good product. The hours can get kind of crazy, but
yeah.
And if you want a specific kind, you got to get there.
You got to get there early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and my favorite is pizza.
Yeah, I know it is. But honestly, if you get there after, say, like 9:30,
9:30,
you're probably
10 o'clock.
pushing it.
Getting the pizza, yeah. Because, I took the last 2 pizzas.
Mm-hmm. And we got there, relatively early.
And their prices are so cheap.
Yeah, we ended up getting, 5 pastecchis, 2 cheese balls, and 3 drinks. 3 cans for just under $12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat that anywhere. I mean, that's breakfast for 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
So we went up to Eagle Beach. That's where we chose to hang out for that Wednesday.
It was pretty busy there.
Yeah, normally, so we go over right across from Screaming Eagle
No. We go, right across from Chalet Suisse.
Chalet Swiss, I'm sorry. Yeah, so we go right across from Chalet Swiss, and normally it's pretty empty there. It's right by the Eagle Beach food truck.
Mm-hmm.
But on this particular Wednesday, there must have been a ton of cruise ships in port, and they were all just getting dumped there.
Yeah.
Because the beach was lined with umbrellas, questionable umbrellas. They weren't the sturdiest looking umbrellas.
No, not what you normally see in Aruba.
And we've seen the wind snap those ones.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that these ones will hold up long term.
Right. Wasn't a very windy day yesterday, but I'm sure they're the same ones that they have there every day.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see how they hold up over time.
Yeah. So it was pretty busy. How about the jet ski incident?
Oh, yeah, the guy that flipped the jet ski or whatever. He did something to the jet ski. He broke it.
Yeah.
He broke the jet ski.
He broke the jet ski.
And I don't think I've ever seen an Aruban get as angry as the jet ski operator did.
Yeah, he said, just like they don't drive themselves, they don't flip themselves.
Yeah. Well, he turned Italian.
Pissed.
Did you notice with all the hand gestures? He went from being Arubian to being Italian in like 2 seconds flat. I thought they were going to come to blows.
Oh.
But luckily they didn't.
Pelican just landed in a foot of water.
Yeah, he looked like he got stuck. See, that's the beauty of doing it right from the beach. You just get little things that pop up and just beg you
We
to
had a
comment
drone
on them.
flying overhead. Sounded like a giant bug.
Yeah. But I know, I really thought that there's going to be violence on Eagle Beach that day. Pretty crazy.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they did. You know, they took the jet ski away, obviously. I don't know if he got charged or what, but that was pretty interesting.
Happens in that circumstance.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they charge your credit card.
And man, I don't know if I'm going to buy a jet ski. I want it to be brand new and back home in the States.
Heck yeah. Not a broken one that gets used on the daily.
Right, exactly. But we had the Eagle Beach food truck for lunch.
That was
good. That was delicious as always. 2 chicken platters, and I got a grouper platter.
And you had your rice and your French fries, and they had a beet salad.
Yes.
And I don't like beets at all, but it was really good. It doesn't matter what I get from them. Everything tastes really good.
I wouldn't know because I don't eat purple food.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I don't really run across purple food very often. But unless it's, in the form of a smoothie, I'm probably not going to eat it. So I just bypassed that part of it. But
you didn't eat it?
Really good. No, I didn't.
Oh,
I did
wow.
I tasted it. No, I tasted it and it was good. But it wasn't good enough for me to continue eating.
No, it was really good.
I couldn't get over a psychological barrier.
That doesn't mean it wasn't good enough.
For me, in my judgment.
All right. Purple food is not for you.
My podcast, I'm entitled to my opinion. But no, the Eagle Beach food truck is honestly a great value. So for that, there were 3 platters, and that was $25. So they're $8 a platter, but my grouper was $9. So, I mean, that's a pretty good lunch. $25 for lunch. We paid $12 for breakfast, $37, and we were. I was stuffed.
Yeah. Yeah, we were filled for the day.
So we hung out.
But that didn't stop us from going out last night.
Of course not. Of course not. After Eagle Beach, we went back to the place to shower, get cleaned up, and meet up with our friend Marlene.
It was good seeing her.
We went over to the local store, which is always a great place. They have excellent burgers. Arguably the best burgers on the island. It's difficult to...
And amazing deep-fried pickles.
Yes. The fried pickles are to die for. The World Series game, the Astros versus Dodgers, was on. So she had some family members. She's originally from California, so they're Dodger fans. Her son, who runs the local store, he lived in Houston for a very long time, so he's obviously an Astros fan. So that's kind of cool. A little family rivalry going on there. But if you've never been there, it's on Palm Beach Road. They have a couple of huge televisions in there. It's a really good place to watch sports. They have an extensive craft beer selection, possibly the largest on the island. I can't verify that, but if you love craft beer, then you will actually love the local store. Definitely.
Not to mention the food.
Well, yeah, the food's awesome. I love it. And hanging out with Marlene's always a blast. She's one of my favorite people on the island.
Yeah.
One of my favorite people anywhere, honestly.
She's
just so much fun. And she tells it like it is.
Yes, she does.
She's a great person. So after that, I mean, we were going to go to Ricardo's.
Yeah, we were going to... No,
Matthews.
Matthews,
I keep doing that. We were going to go to Matthews.
And we got there like right on the dot of 9 o'clock, which something told me that wasn't going to be a good idea.
But it wasn't.
I mean, it was.
It wasn't
what it was,
possible to get out of there earlier.
But we showed up, and there were no seats anywhere.
Yeah. It was jam packed. It was jam packed. It didn't really look like they were getting ready to sing this. I don't know what that was all about, but it was jam packed to the point where it wasn't really worth it for us to stay. So instead, we went back to our place, which is, might as well use it. We have a big house that we're staying in. So we went back and we played a game. What was it called?
It was called Chill Out.
Yeah, the card game.
It was a card game.
Mm-hmm.
Simple little card game.
Yeah, it was. A lot of fun.
Well, we have to turn anything into a drinking game, yes.
So anytime you had to draw cards,
you had to drink. Yeah, you had to take a couple drinks for every card that you drew.
So
problem is you draw a lot of cards.
Yeah, it was like a never-ending game. I mean, it
was a game that went on and on and on.
Yeah, so there was a lot of drawing and a lot of drinking going on, which just made it even more funny as the night went on. So that's how we spent our Wednesday night.
Basically free alcohol, bonding. Yeah. Family fun night.
Mm-hmm. That was cool. That's what vacation is all about,
Mm-hmm. We had a good time.
Definitely.
And then after a night of drinking, it's always good to get up really early in the morning and climb a mountain.
That's right. So today we decided to go up Hooiberg. We got up early, 7 o'clock, which is, pretty early for us. We went out to Hooiberg to give it a shot. It was already hot by the time we started to climb.
Yeah, we thought we were getting there pretty early. We were there before 8.
Yeah, and it was already hot. It was already pretty hot.
It was hot.
We went up to the top. Well, some of us went up to the top. And it took just under 20 minutes. Now, we did stop a couple of times. Sometimes because we needed to take a rest, and sometimes you just wanted to turn around and look at the progress you had made. But all in all, it took about 20 minutes. If you're fit, it can take a lot shorter time. In fact, on two occasions, people that were coming down as we were going up, I guess they do it as exercise. But anyway, on their way back up, they passed us again.
Yeah.
So we got lapped by them. I mean, both of them were younger than me, and in much better shape as well. So I guess that's their way of getting
they've
exercise.
Probably done it a couple times,
I'm sure they do it all the time for exercise. If I lived here, I probably would. Honestly, I mean, it's a great form of exercise, and the view up top is spectacular. If you've never been up there, and I actually did a Facebook Live, so if you check out on my Facebook page. I'll post it on the facebook.com/OneHappyPodcast Facebook page, and you'll be able to see it from there. So if you don't have the ability to go up, you can watch that video, get an idea of what it's like. But if you can go up there, then I urge you to give it a shot because the view up there is absolutely phenomenal. Can't beat it. Next time we're going to get you to the top, Maggie. We'll work on that. So once I was up top, I hung out for a while. A guy climbed up with his 4-year-old kid. And his kid made the climb. Wasn't his first time doing it. He'd done it several times from what I hear. It's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a great thing to start your kid out with a solid foundation of exercise.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't whine about anything. He was along for the ride.
Yeah, he was having fun. So after we came down Hooiberg, it's funny, it took us just under 20 minutes to get up and took me about 5 minutes to come back down. And that was with stopping a couple of times. The descent is much easier. But after that, we decided to go over to Bright Bakery since we were right there.
Mm-hmm. We've never stopped in there before.
Nope.
It was busy in there.
Very busy. Very busy. Bakeries, if you ask me, are just inefficient operations.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no way to quickly serve people there because most likely you're pulling something from this counter or this counter or this counter, and nothing runs.
Back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way to really do it in an organized manner.
But when we got in there, they were on, what, number...
17, I think.
17? I don't even know if it was that high.
Yeah,
we pulled number 28.
Mm-hmm. But they ran through, relatively fast.
Yeah,
some people left before
some people
getting their numbers
walked
pulled,
out.
Which, better for me.
Mm-hmm. We tried their pistachios and their cheese balls.
Mm-hmm. Not as good as
Don Pistache.
But their pastries were
really good.
Yeah. One of the best sugar donuts I've ever had.
Mm-hmm. I had a pineapple upside down cake, and she had, I don't know, the world's largest cannoli.
That's what it looked like. And they were all fantastic.
But they were all really good.
Yeah. Yeah, so after Brights, we came back to the rental.
No, we stopped off at the animal shelter.
Yeah. We went over to the animal shelter.
How can you forget that?
Yes. because there's lots of things going through my mind right now, like this beautiful sunset.
Yeah, it is gorgeous.
That I need to take a picture of.
And it's not, I mean, some people would be like, oh, well, it's not hot. That's not good. But it is nice to have an evening where it's just not all that hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really comfortable temperature out here right now.
And the wind's starting to pick up more than it has the last few days.
Mm-hmm. But the animal shelter. So when we got there, it's funny, on the way over there, I opened up my Facebook and I saw a video from Kate Sklarski talking about the animal shelter. She says, we're heading over to the animal shelter. And we were heading over to the animal shelter. So it was a funny coincidence. But anyway, we get to the animal shelter, and it seems like all of the animals, both dogs and kittens that they had there, cats, kittens, I call all cats kittens, but it seemed like they were all in really good condition.
Good condition, yeah. Compared to what we've seen, so many times,
where some of them need
it's
nursed
almost
back to
so
health.
sad to see how much they need to be nursed back to health. I thought all of these looked very healthy.
Yeah. So it definitely was.
And they were all having a good time.
Yeah, they were chewing on my shoelaces. I love it there. One of these days we will bring one home with us, a little puppy or kitten.
Mm-hmm. But probably more likely a kitten.
Yeah,
just because of how much we travel down
Kittens
to Aruba. It's not fair to the dog to have them,
Yeah, boarded all the time.
Yeah, and kitty cats can take care of themselves because they're so much smarter than dogs.
Yeah, they just have to be looked in on,
Yeah.
sometimes. But no, I mean, it's an incredible place. Made donation. I always try to make a donation when I go there.
Mm-hmm.
And right before I left, I saw Kate Skarsky. I'm like, hey, I think I'm your Facebook friend. She's like, what's your name on there? I said, Aruba Kurt. She's like, oh, yeah. So that was kind of cool. She always does so much work for the animal shelter. They brought down a ton of stuff for the animals.
That's great.
Toys, food, medicine, just everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of good work being done. Everybody's trying.
Yeah.
And after we left the animal shelter, we came back home to a rental.
Yeah.
And packed up our stuff for Arashi Beach.
Brought some beers. We don't drink on the beach all that often.
Yes,
we
I
usually
day
do
drink.
it like once a trip.
Yeah, I day drink back home way more than I do in Aruba. Somehow, for some reason. But today we did, so we brought a bunch of beer with us and just hung out here all day. And right now I'm looking at absolutely gorgeous sunset.
I got to get some
that
pictures.
We'll be posting pictures of. The sun is dropping rapidly, so I'm going to wrap this up by saying thanks again for tuning in to One Happy Podcast, the officially unofficial podcast of the island of Aruba. Check out onehappypodcast.com for all the updates, facebook.com/onehappypodcast, and check me out on Instagram at onehappypodcast. But right now I'm going to get back to this sunset, so until next time,
hit the music.
Hit the music.